Hello everyone, it's Alex Klings97 here. Now, today I'm going to, well, now, not today because I read loads of videos in a day, I'm going to give you kind of another two things in one video kind of thing. These things kind of cross together, so I figured out what's the point of doing two videos, and I can just do this in one. You pretty much get the item anyway, but I thought I'd do it, just to show you what it was. But anyway, this video is going to be on defeating the Griffin. It's quite far in the game. It can be the first or second thing you do for the Duke, and also I will show you the location of the Portcrystal. And I believe there's only one of these in the game. I never use it, but for a lot of you, I reckon that'd be really useful. It kind of like, I believe when you die, then you respawn where your Portcrystal was. I believe that's how it works, but personally I just saved the game. I suppose it's quicker, but you know, I suppose if you're more hardcore and you only save the game in checkpoints and stuff like that, you're that kind of person. Or I suppose if you're in the middle of combat, when you can't save it, you can put it down. But I never seem to use it in combat. But anyway, I will show you where the Portcrystal is after defeating the Griffin, because it's in the same room when you actually killed the Griffin. So yeah, this is just the Griffin fight. It's cool. It's not that challenging. I mean, it is if you're low level, but if you also do the Grimoire quest when you get Salamet's Grimoire, then you are helped out a lot in the quest, because the guy who you give it to, he actually comes and helps you. He doesn't kill it, but he really helps because he uses fire and it gets to the ground and it never gets back up pretty much. And you can and it also deals damage to him, and the damage kind of lingers, so you can deal blows to him onto his head and to his wings and all that kind of thing. Whilst you are while he's on the ground. So it's a lot easier if you do that quest than if you actually struggle. Now, I don't think you'll struggle either way. Ooh, like Killer. I don't think you'll struggle even if even if you do not have that. I don't think you'll struggle, because Griffins are very easy. I'm level 33, so you're probably a bit lower than me, or if you do low side quests like I do, a bit higher. So I have also killed the Griffin before, so it may look a little bit quite easy, but it might not be that easy for you. But I also defeated the Griffin in the demo, so I had a bit of taste of Griffin before I actually had to deal with one full on. So I'm always quite good defeating the Griffin. For some reason it's lagging a bit here. Alright, it's gone now. If you like the look of this armor and this cloak and this sword I have, check out my last video I posted. It's the video, the rare weapon and armor. I think, what was it? Was it the white Griffin armor? Was it? Let me have a look. The white hawk armor, and also the swordsman armor is in the same thing. The swordsman armor is cheaper, by the way, but it's not as good, and doesn't look as nice as well. But yeah, this is where you fight the Griffin. I will show you where the Portcrystal is afterwards, and eventually that guy will come and burn him, the Griffin. But it's a very easy fight. I'd recommend climbing on top of his head, maybe, and grabbing these barrels, because they obviously set them on fire, and Griffins don't like fire. So if I do that, yeah, there you go, he's burnt a bit, and he's on fire. Just keep blowing him to the head, and then he'll die. And as you can see, there he is. So yeah, he'll just he will deal with that. He helps quite a lot. I mean, as you can see in there, he's just gonna set him on fire, and he's missed him. He keeps missing him. But eventually, when he gets him to the ground, it won't really get back up, because he will keep setting it on fire. I'm also trying to grab the tail. Ah, there we are. I think he's got him. No, he didn't. While defeating Griffins, a lot of the time you tend to be just waiting for it to land, or that kind of thing. Also grab its tail. Oh, there we are. Yeah. Now he's down. I would recommend here, when he's like this, just keep hitting him in the head, because if you hit him in the head, it does more damage than anywhere else. I'd also recommend jumping on its neck and then doing it. You do even more damage then. So that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I've almost killed it now. I'm just going to keep blowing it to the head, and I think I should kill him in a second. Okay, almost dead. He's almost down. That little health thing at the top is his health. Okay, he's back up in the air though. Okay, now be careful when he does the dive bomb thing, because it can deal a lot of damage, and if you're low level, it can kill you in one. Especially if you're a mage, when you haven't got as much health. If you're a warrior if you're a mage, it's easier to defeat a griffin if you're a mage, because you can actually yourself deal with it, while you can't command your pawns so they're not on fire. Although if you had defeated a griffin already, it should know its weaknesses, but a first griffin might be a bit harder, even if you have mages on your team, because it's pretty weird, because they don't know that it doesn't like fire, so they'll hit it with anything. But they might hit it with fire, and then they'll kind of be like, oh, he doesn't like fire, and I've lost him. Oh, there he is. I'm trying to grab hold of his tail. Okay, I keep missing it. Right, where is he? Oh, I'm trying to grab his tail. Oh, God. Oh, I missed it. Oh, he's almost dead, though. Yeah, he's down. He's down. I didn't actually take the clean blow, but, he's dead. And, he drops his, awesome stuff. Take it all. Because when you get stuff off bosses, they tend to be quite valuable, and also very useful, enhancing your weapons. But now, the Portcrystal location, it is right over here. It is the glowing thing you might have saw when I first got into the room, and you also get loads and loads of money around it. I mean, loads of money. You actually get loads. I mean, I reckon there's probably around 50 to 100,000 grand here. So, no, 100,000 grand? No, I mean 150. Never mind. I mean like 100k here, 100k probably. Okay, and then the Pitfall Crystal's right there. It's just very useful, and it also gives you this little tutorial how to use them. It just says on the when I go to it, it's under the tools section, of course, and it is quite heavy. But it says a marker to be placed anywhere one might wish to return. Use a fairy stone front. Oh, okay. It uses you use it if you want if you've got a fairy stone. And you want to get to like Grand Soren, when you don't really need to use it. But if you want to get like to Cassidus or something like that, then if you want to get to Cassidus, place it another time, place it there, and then if you use your fairy stone, which I have, they're quite valuable. It will teleport you to Cassidus instead of Grand Soren. I wouldn't recommend putting it in Grand Soren, because there is, you get automatically took to Grand Soren if you don't have it. Even if you don't have it. So yeah, that is pretty much it, people. It has another bit of explanation on it. Let me have a look at that. Traversal item, and that's all. Anyway, yeah, this has been like a 10-minute long video, so that's very nice. I will hope to have more Dragon's Dogma videos up very shortly. I don't know what my next video will be, in all fairness. I don't think there's anything in particular coming soon that I want to record. So it might be a while till I do record again, unless I do a side quest or anything else like that. I will definitely be recording the ending of the game. But with the ending, I mean, I've said this in another video, but it's quite weird. There's loads of different endings, but you have to try them, because there's only one. There's one proper ending. There's loads of little, like, kind of weird and like failed endings, where if you do pick that ending, you automatically you have to retry the game. It's as if you die. So I will be showing those, as well as, of course, the original ending. I have to show that, but it will contain some spoilers. So I'm guessing now there's not many side quests and stuff I want to do. Not much armor I want to do. So I think now the main thing that there's going to be is spoilers. So I suppose I might do a guide on how to defeat that weird lion snake thing, which I can't remember its name. I might do that. So I'm not going to do how to defeat a cyclops, because they're very easy. If you want to know that, I will just tell you, you know, in a message, 'cause I can do it very easily. So you know, check out more Dragon's Dogma. And sorry for this last 5 minutes of just talking, but yeah, see ya.